Hey guys, and welcome. Okay, so today's video is going to be another one of my It's Okay series. I've not even figured out what I'm going to call it yet, but I've got a general theme of where I want to go with it. And it came from a question. One of my friends, he's a single guy, he's got no real distractions, no children or anything like that. I've got 2 children, I've got a very busy life, and he kind of observed in a conversation that we were having, how do you get so much done? It seems like you're always getting so much done. And so we got into this kind of discussion on, over a period of years, what I figured out, what works and what doesn't work. And one of the biggest pieces of advice that I could give to him is just cut out all the bullshit. Just cut everybody and everything out that distracts you. And I know that sounds maybe a little bit harsh, but hear me out on this. In this day and age, we just have so much input coming in all the time. Take just your cell phone, for example. How many notifications on various different apps, various different people texting you, messaging you. It's just constantly beeping and bonging all the time. And we're just constantly inundated with distractions all the time. And as difficult as it is, you just need to cut that bullshit out. You need to just draw a line in the sand and make people understand, I'm not going to be replying back to you. I know we kind of feel like we should reply back to people, particularly when they're very close people to us. But if you're constantly people pleasing, if you're constantly trying to be the nice person because you're perceiving it that if you don't reply to this person or you don't reply to them in a speedy manner or as quick as you think they expect you to reply to them, that you're somehow a bad person or a bad friend or a bad child, whatever it may be. And you have to understand that you have to be top of your priority list. And it sounds selfish, I understand that. But if you're constantly being distracted all the time, you're constantly answering your phone, replying back to people, you are never going to get anything done. One of the biggest things that it took me a long time, many years ago, I figured this out, that I just need to be brutal. I need to prioritize myself and what I'm going to be getting done. Have a list of things. If you've not seen my video before, I've made a video on planning your day the night before, having a list of things to be done and just getting on and doing them. And combining those 2 things, you write out a list of all the things that you need to be getting done, and then you just put your phone on silent. And even if it's for a couple of hours in the morning, then you check it again at lunchtime, and then you have a couple more hours in the afternoon. Just put your phone on silent. Let anybody know that may need to get hold of you in an emergency, that you can be contacted, but for a couple of hours in the morning and in the afternoon, your phone is going to be on silent. I've got 2 children, so I know what it's like to be wondering, oh, what if they need to be getting in contact with me in an emergency? What if the school needs to be able to get hold of me? For whatever reason, somebody needs to get hold of you. But the problem you have is if you live your entire life like that, you never get anything done. Every single day is filled with something that is somebody else's priority, or maybe not even a priority. Maybe they're just messaging you because they're a friend or whatever. And I'm not saying just eliminate people from your life, but just have set blocks of time where ideally those people know that they're not going to be able to get hold of you anyway. And you can just switch off and you can 100% concentrate on what you need to concentrate on. Because trust me, you will waste days and weeks and months and in some cases years of just wasting time on everything and everyone and all of these various different distractions, and you're never getting done what really needs to be done. In order to be successful, you have to have a plan and you have to be able to follow it through on a daily, on an hourly, consistent basis. And if you're constantly being distracted all the time and you're never even getting these things done, then you're never going to have that level of success, whatever it may be that you're aspiring to be, whatever these achievements are that you want to achieve. You are never, ever going to get them done. And I know that sounds brutal. When I was having this discussion with my friend, I could see him kind of thinking to himself, you know, all of these various different situations in his mind, and it just comes down to how bad do you want it? How bad do you want the success in whatever area of life it is that you keep telling yourself and everybody else that you want? You're going to achieve this, you're going to get the Lamborghini, you're going to get this, you're going to do this, you're going to be a billionaire. Whatever it is that you want out of your life, you are never going to achieve that all the time you don't prioritize your own time. So my recommendation is just block out certain 2, 3, 4 hour periods of time throughout the day. As I said, maybe it's 4 hours in the morning, and then check your phone, do whatever it is that you need to do for an hour over lunchtime, and then block out another 4 hours. And when I say block that out, I mean no distractions at all. It doesn't matter what happens unless the house is on fire or your office is on fire or you look out the window and your car's being stolen or something. Anything that isn't a 10 out of 10 emergency, you just have to deal with in a couple of hours' time and really get strict and prioritize your time. That's the only way that you're going to be successful. Now, obviously, there are other things that are going to factor in, but they all factor into those times. Like, what are you going to be filling those 4 hour blocks with? And that comes down to your own individual thing that you're pursuing, whether it's an industry or a specific niche, or you're trying to get a book written, or whatever it is. Those hours are going to need to be strategically planned. I understand that. But if you don't block that period of time out and you're just constantly being bombarded all the time and you're just wasting your time, it tells the world that you don't prioritize yourself, that anybody can just contact you anytime and you're going to make time for them. And you really don't want to be that guy. Trust me, I've been that guy, and I've also am now the guy that prioritizes myself and I prioritize my time, and it's night and day. Yes, you can still be a good friend. Yes, you can still be a good father or whatever it is that you need to be. But you are setting the rules for your own life. You prioritize yourself and your business or your profession or whatever it is that you're trying to pursue within these blocks of time, and then the rest of the time you can be a great father and you can be a great husband and you can do all of the other things that you want to be doing. But if you don't prioritize yourself and you don't prioritize your time, I promise you, you're on a downhill, slippery slope. You're trying to climb up this slippery slope and you're never ever going to gain any traction. So my takeaway from all of this is, if you feel like you can't just block everything and everybody out in one go, try it in different stages. Try blocking out various different things or various different people in different stages and just see how that goes. Slowly start increasing that. So the more you're blocking out, the more time you're getting to yourself. So the video went on a little bit longer than I expected to, but I cannot emphasize enough to you how important that is. If you want success, you are going to have to do this, and you can do it today, you can do it in a month, you can do it in a year, but at some point in time, you're going to come to this realization, and it's the only way you're going to become successful. So thanks for watching.